Has anyone ever thought about using just one small machine to turn your garage or a little storefront into a money-making mini factory? No huge plant, no dozens of workers. You can still turn raw materials into high-value products. Today, I'll show you several small machines that don't need a huge investment, but are truly practical. Maybe this is the start of your next business. Don't leave yet, some of the machines later, real eye-openers. One channel letter bending machine. Hey, have you noticed what catches the eye most when walking down the street? Right, those shiny 3D signs? Whether it's a cafe bar or mall counter, almost everywhere uses them. Many of those beautiful metal 3D letters come from one machine, a channel letter bending machine. Don't assume only big factories can make these signs. This machine can sit in a small workshop. Operation is direct. Feed in stainless steel or aluminum strips, and the machine automatically bends them. It forms precise curves and angles. Then you assemble them into 3D letters. The process is clean and fast. It's several times quicker than handwork and keeps every letter consistent. Investment cost: a channel letter bending machine can range from several $1,000s to a little over $10,000, depending on functions and model. If you land a few local storefront sign orders, each one can bring a profit of a few $100s or even over $1,000. You might recover the machine cost in a few months. To be honest, it has downsides. You need some learning time to operate it well, and it takes more floor space than a home gadget. But think about it. The sign and advertising industry has steady demand. Malls, restaurants, hotels, KTV, Lounges Simone is always changing signs every year. If you deliver attractive standard products, customers will come. Picture this. Your machine goes kakaka in the workshop, forming letters. Then a shiny logo gets mounted over a storefront. People walking by glance at it again. That sense of achievement feels great, right? 2. Cheese cutting machine. Let's talk about a soothing machine cheese cutting machine. Anyone else see a whole wheel of cheese and just want to slice off a piece? Hand slicing often gives uneven thickness or crumbling. That won't work for restaurants and supermarkets. Enter the cheese cutting machine. It slices big blocks fast and neatly. Thickness accuracy can reach the millimeter level. Need slices, shreds, or cubes? No problem. Set the mode and it runs automatically. For pizza shops, sandwich shops, or premium deli counters, it saves time and labor. What about cost? A cheese cutting machine is usually several $1,000s. Sounds like a lot, but it boosts efficiency. Hand cutting might handle only a few dozen kilos a day. A machine can do several hundred kilos, all perfectly uniform. If you standardize slices or shreds and wholesale them to restaurants or supermarkets, you might add 20% to 30% more per kilo. Suppose you process 200 kilos a day, they could mean an extra $400 to $600. Objectively, this machine suits people already in food. If you're a cheese wholesaler, restaurant supplier, or deli processor, it's perfect. If you lack cold chain and storage, you'll need extra investment. Imagine your sliced cheese sitting in a supermarket cooler. A parent picks up a pack for sandwiches. Kids enjoy it. A chef uses it for a fragrant pizza. Behind all that, your machine quietly creates value. Tempted. 3. Frozen meat cutting machine. After cheese, let's get hardcore. The frozen meat cutting machine. Ever eaten paper-thin, hot pot meat slices and wondered how they're made? The answer: frozen meat cutting machine. It targets meat in frozen state. Beef, lamb, even frozen fish. It cuts rock-hard blocks into uniform slices, chunks, or strips. The blade design is powerful, sharp, yet stable at high speed. The result? Consistent thickness and great presentation. Investment. These machines run from $2,000 or $3,000 to over $10,000, depending on whether you buy a small restaurant unit or an industrial one. Daily capacity ranges from several hundred kilos to several tons. Efficiency beats manual work by far. Market value. If you convert frozen beef into standard hot pot slices, the price per kilo goes up. Customers pay for convenience and consistent quality. If you sell 500 kilos of sliced meat a day, daily profit could exceed $250. Attractive for a small plant, but yes, for total beginners the barrier is higher. Cold storage and cold chain logistics. If you're already in supply, restaurant distribution, wholesale markets, this machine becomes your efficiency upgrade. Picture customers swirling meat in hot pot saying, "These slices are perfect." That's your machine working. 4. Fish fillet pressing machine. After meat, Let's talk fish. Sushi and sashimi lovers know how much knife skill affects texture. Hand filleting is slow and costly. A fish fillet processing machine is the ideal replacement. Its principle is direct. Load the fish, and the machine cuts to preset thickness, fillets, sections, or uniform loins done quickly. For restaurants, supermarkets, or seafood processors, it's an efficiency booster. Investment. A small to mid-sized fish fillet machine costs about $2,000 to $4,000. Throughput can reach hundreds of kilos per hoggle to several skilled workers. Output is standardized and avoids the inconsistency of manual knife work. Market outlook: fish products have strong demand in both Western and Asian markets. Frozen fillets, ready-to-soak, meal kits, supermarket, fresh sections, constant consumption. If you process 500 kilos a day, you might earn an extra $250 to $350 per day. Downside: you must manage hygiene and cleaning. Fish odor left inside affects quality. With proper maintenance, it becomes a must-have tool for food service and seafood wholesalers. Imagine your fillets in a supermarket cold case. A shopper grabs them for dinner. That sense of contribution feels strong, doesn't it? 5. Perfume bottle capping machine. Now, a totally different field perfume. Ever notice how every perfume cap is tight and aligned? The secret is a perfume bottle capping machine. Its job sounds simple, but is critical: quickly and precisely tightening the cap so there's no leakage or crookedness. Perfume is high value. Paying quality affects price and customer experience. Hand capping is slow and inconsistent. Investment. A small perfume bottle capping machine costs from a few hundred to $2,000. Perfect for solo entrepreneurs or small cosmetics plants. Daily capacity can reach several thousand bottles, enough for a small line. Profit. Beauty and fragrance have big margins. If you launch a small perfume brand, this machine cuts labor and raises trust. A customer opens the box, sees a perfect cap, and their first impression improves. To be fair, it suits people who already have channels and packaging design. Pure contract work without brand value may have lower margins, but if you combine personalization, scents, wedding favors, gift customization, the machine's value shines. Many people want a beauty side business. Picture a small studio using a capping machine to finish batches fast. Then lining them up for sale feels like a niche high-end brand, right? 6. 3-in-1 filling machine. Now let's hit a superstar in beverage: the 3-in-1 filling machine. The name is simple: rinsing, filling, and capping in one. One machine covers the core beverage production steps. Think of rows of bottled water, juice, or carbonated drinks in a supermarket. Behind them are lines like this. The 3-in-1 machine is a mini beverage factory. Feed bottles in, it washes them, fills them accurately, and caps them tight. Fully automatic, fast and clean investment. A small 3-in-1 filling machine may cost from several thousand to over $10,000. Not cheap, but beverage demand runs all year. If you build a small juice brand and fill a few thousand bottles a day, profits can be solid. Example: if you sell 2,000 bottles of juice per day, daily revenue can reach several $1,000s. Beverages are high-frequency purchases. Once you have steady buyers, cash flow keeps coming. Reality check: you need space and sanitary standards. You also need bottles, ingredients, labels, and packaging. If you solve those, the machine keeps production smooth. Picture your juices, sparkling water, or custom energy drink rolling off the line straight to market. Cool, right? 7. Cream set. In dairy, we must mention a classic, the cream separator. Its job is to split cream and skim milk. Sounds technical, but operation isn't hard. It uses high-speed centrifugal force to separate fat molecules. Thick cream on one side, lighter skim milk on the other. Cream becomes butter, ice cream, pastry ingredients. Skim milk appeals to health-focused consumers. One bucket of milk yields 2 high-value products. Investment. An intelligent cream separator costs about $1,000 to $3,000. Daily capacity can reach several hundred to over 1,000 liters for a small dairy workshop. Profit point. A liter of regular milk sells for less, split into cream plus skim milk. Total margin can rise by 30% or more in Western markets. Both baking culture and health trends push demand for cream and low-fat milk. Caution: regular cleaning and maintenance are needed or quality drops. Overall, this machine is the core tool for small dairy startups. Imagine your workshop producing fresh cream daily for cafes, bakeries, or fitness customers, stable repeat buyers. Make your business stronger. 8. Fructose dosing machine. Now, a small machine loved by beverage shops, fructose dosing machine. The name sounds sweet. It precisely controls how much fructose goes into each drink in bubble tea shops, juice bars, and cafes. It's almost standard. Manual sugar dosing is unreliable. Too much is overly sweet, too little is bland. Customer experience suffers. A fructose dosing machine dispenses in 1 second. Accuracy reaches the gram. Each cup tastes consistent. Investment. Very friendly usually, only a few $100s. Great for small and medium drink shops, small size, big impact in peak hours. It works non-stop. Saving labor and keeping taste stable. The beverage business relies on standardization and repeat purchases. If customers always get the familiar taste, they return. This machine is the secret to flavor consistency. If you sell 300 cups a day and it saves about 10% syrup waste, the monthly savings are real profit. Honestly, it's small, easy, with almost no downside. Just calibrate regularly to keep accuracy. Imagine a tiny machine deciding your shop's reputation and customer loyalty. For entrepreneurs, that's low cost and high return. Alright friends, today we talked about the channel letter bending machine, cheese cutting machine, frozen meat cutting machine, fish fillet processing machine, perfume bottle capping machine, 3-in-1 filling machine, cream separator, and fructose dosing machine. They seem unrelated, but they share one core point. Each can turn a simple idea into a real profitable business line. Whether you want to enter sign making, food processing, beverages, or beauty, there's a machine that fits your dream. The barriers aren't high. Most can run in a small plant, garage, workshop, or even a small storefront. Of course, even the best machine needs you to match market demand and find the right customers. The advertising sector always needs new signs. Food service always needs standardized supply. Beauty markets always seek refined packaging. If you lock onto one direction and stay consistent, a small machine becomes your growth engine. Finally, if today's content inspired you, remember to like, subscribe, and share it with friends seeking business ideas. Who knows? Next time we might help you discover your own golden startup project?